sometimes we fall down again, and we've got to get ourselves back up again. And it's not the fall that is significant, it's when we get back up.
Nothing good in me. You are love on display for all to see. You are light when the darkness closes in. You are hope, you have covered all my sin. You are peace when my fear is crippling. You are true, even in my wandering. You are joy, you're the reason that I sing. You are light, in you death has lost its sting. Get up, I'm running to your arms. I'm running to your arms. The riches of your love will always be enough. Nothing compares to your embrace. Light of the world, forever reign. Sing you all. You are more than my words will ever say. You are Lord, all creation will proclaim. You are here, in your presence I'm made whole. You are God, of all else I'm letting go. I'm running to your arms. I'm running to your arms. The riches of your love will always be enough. Nothing compares to your embrace. Light of the world.
I find that a very moving video in which she fell, but her defining moment was not the fall. It was when she got back up. It was when she was able to win that race, when she was able to stand back up. It's when you get back on the horse that you actually win. And that's what I was doing as well. And I'll tell you, my defining moment wasn't my accident. My defining moment was when I slowed down. See, Doug would have to come out with me to the barn because I wasn't able to do the chores. I wasn't able to figure out what was I to do next. So he would kind of guide me. He'd say, Sharon, can you go out and just turn the water on for the horses? Okay, yep. So I'd walk out to the gate, and guess who would meet me there every time? Malachi. And in case you don't know, this is Malachi. This is the horse that I fell off of. Or do you know what his name means? Messenger of God. I think God had a big message for me. Wake up and smell the coffee, not just run by it and slug her back. Stand and smell it and appreciate it. As I walked out to the water tank, Malachi was there. And he put his head on my shoulder on this side. And then slowly, while I stood there, he took his head and he moved it across mine and put it onto this shoulder. And within that moment, he pressed his neck into my ear, and I could hear his heartbeat. It was the very rhythm of life. And if I had not fallen, if I had not had that accident, I would not have stopped to listen to that heartbeat. I would have patted him on the shoulder and I would have said, good boy, let's go. But in that moment, I knew that life is more about the pause. And that, my friends, is my new calling. I think I was teaching you to pause previously, but it's how to create Rocky Mountain moments. Anybody know what type of horses these are? These are Rocky Mountain horses, right? So we've got Rocky Mountain moments. When you come to my house, you can see the Rocky Mountains. It's a good thing. You don't have to fly to BC for $1,000. But I want to help you make Rocky Mountain moments. I want you to slow down. I want people to slow down and to appreciate the moment at thoroughbred speed. I'll buy you coffee after you can tell me who this racehorse is. Come on. Okay, it's Man of War. Man of War. I followed that racehorse. I love that racehorse. But I cannot tell you everything that I want to tell you today that I've learned over the 5 years that I have been at home, more of a recluse than out and about. But I want to share this with you. So I started putting together, and Kath has put the website for me and starting to put it together, called The Best. And why I say this is because I believe that to decrease the stress and the hurry and the worry is to our belief, emotions, sensations, and thoughts. And if we can get that in balance, if we can be aware of those, how we're feeling, then we really can find some harmony within. And it takes step by step. So I do this for folks online so that they can just come to the phone, and for a very short time, for about 18 minutes, you're going to hear me talking on the line. And then, if you have any questions after, I answer the questions. Isn't this grand? You see, when I hit my head, we were still handing out flyers. Yeah? Here's my card. Would you like to see it? Now I had to learn how to do the internet and to put that up. People are teaching online more than they are actually in person. But you know what? I still like being in person a heck of a lot more than I do online. Our emotions are one of the key things. I wanted to show you Amanda. That's what Michaela gave me for Christmas. How do you like when a 17-year-old girl surprises you on Christmas Day with a new puppy? And we've already got dogs. Do you hear the dogs? With the S in there? Yeah. Anyways, you cannot go from feeling like this to feeling like this within minutes. Isn't that true? It takes a little time. And I'll tell you why it takes us a while. You see, this is Eeyore. This is my husband. Yes, yeah. It's Doug. Sorry, dear. It's not as much. Yeah, it's not as much. Oh, do you hear that siren? The siren itself is one of the things I'm going to tell you about, because our brain is hardwired to overreact, to focus on the negative than it is the positive. Let me tell you about some of the things that happens that leads us to this negative. Has anybody heard, and I've heard this lots, who are you to do that? Who do you think you are? Why do you think that you can do that? Why do you think you can stand up in front of people and speak? Well, you're just a farmer. You're just a bookkeeper. Who do you think you are? I'll give you an example of this in the prodigal son. We all know the story of the prodigal son. He's at home, and he says to his dad, listen, I want out of here. Give me the money that I'm supposed to have. I want the land. I want the money from the land. The prodigal son takes everything from his father. Do you know what that's saying? You're as good as dead to me, Dad. I'm out of here. So he leaves, and he's having a lot of fun. He's got more headaches and parched mouth and women and tattoos than a rock star. By the time he's had his fill, he's spent all his money, and now he's living on the streets. And actually where he is, he's actually feeding the food to the pigs, which is the lowest job in the world. And one day he says to himself, you know what? I bet my dad's farm hands are living better than I am. He says, I bet even the pigs are fed better than I am at this point. So he decides to go home. He decides that he's going to go back to his home, he's going to go back to his father, and he's going to see what his father does. As he's walking up the lane, he's given all sorts of excuses. He's saying, Dad, you know, I'm so sorry, just please forgive me. I was young and I didn't know what I was doing. But as he looks up the lane, guess where his father is? Running to him with a robe and ring and sandals. He's running to him and celebrating that he has come home. And as he reaches him, he puts the robe on him. He gives him the ring and the sandals. Now here's the rest of the story. They go off and they have a great time. They have a barbecue, beverages, maybe a little Tim Hortons coffee. They're having a lot of fun. But guess where the older brother is? Kind of where I think I might be if this happened to me. He's sitting on the front porch going, I never had a party. I did all that work for him over all those years that he was out there doing all that partying. I stayed here and did the work. And he gets a party when he returns, and my dad's ring, and he gets the best robe and the sandals. He says, well, you know what? I'm going to take care of this. If Dad won't take care of it, I will. A week goes by since the prodigal son has come back. He's got his beautiful robe on. He goes for a walk outside. The brother comes to him and says, hey, brother, nice day, right?